Good evening and welcome to NFL Trending. I'm Roger, and tonight we have a major story that's been making waves across the football world. Legendary quarterback Tom Brady, widely considered the greatest player in NFL history, has delivered a powerful message to Colorado star quarterback Shedeur Sanders. The comments are sparking reactions from fans, analysts, and players across the league, and they could have a major influence on Sanders' path as he prepares for the next stage of his career. Let's break down the full story. Shedeur Sanders, the son of Hall of Famer and current Colorado head coach Deion Sanders, has been one of the most talked about prospects in all of football. His transition from Jackson State to Colorado brought national attention, and his performances have continued to raise eyebrows. Week after week, Sanders has shown poise, accuracy, and leadership, even against elite competition. Many scouts already see him as a potential first-round NFL draft pick, and some even believe he could be the face of a franchise in the near future. But with success comes pressure, and that's where Tom Brady stepped in. According to sources close to both camps, Brady recently had a private conversation with Sanders, a conversation that has since become public knowledge. The seven-time Super Bowl champion reportedly told Shedeur that talent alone won't guarantee success at the professional level. Brady emphasized discipline, preparation, and resilience as the true keys to greatness. Brady's exact message was said to be simple but powerful. Stay humble, stay focused, and remember that the NFL doesn't care what you did in college. Every Sunday, you'll have to prove yourself all over again. That advice has resonated with many, because Brady himself is the ultimate example. Drafted 199th overall in the 2000 NFL Draft, Brady was far from a college superstar. He wasn't the fastest, strongest, or most hyped. But through work ethic, preparation, and mental toughness, he built a career that shattered records and redefined what it means to be a champion. For Shedeur Sanders, the message couldn't come at a better time. As much as he's been praised, he has also faced criticism. Analysts have pointed to Colorado's inconsistent offensive line, questioning whether Sanders can thrive under NFL-level pressure. Others wonder if his success is tied too closely to the system his father built. But Brady's words shift the conversation, reminding Sanders, and everyone else, that greatness is about long-term commitment, not short-term hype. Now, let's look at the reaction. Fans have been buzzing on social media, with many applauding Brady for stepping into a mentor role. Some Colorado supporters say Brady's guidance could give Shedeur the mental edge he needs to separate himself from other young quarterbacks entering the draft. On the other hand, skeptics argue that while Brady's advice is valuable, Sanders still has to show he can adapt his game when facing NFL defenses stacked with speed, size, and complexity. What makes this story even more compelling is the relationship between Sanders and Brady. This isn't the first time they've spoken. In fact, Brady has been mentoring Shedeur for some time, offering advice on everything from nutrition to film study. Deion Sanders himself has acknowledged the connection, saying that having Brady in Shedeur's corner is like having a football guardian angel. For a young quarterback preparing to make the leap to the professional level, there are few mentors better than the greatest quarterback of all time. But Brady's message wasn't just about football skills. Reports indicate he also stressed the importance of handling fame, pressure, and criticism. Shedeur Sanders, like his father, is constantly in the spotlight. Every move he makes, on and off the field, is magnified. Brady warned him not to let outside noise dictate his mindset. Instead, he encouraged Sanders to focus on his craft, his teammates, and his personal growth. That point is especially relevant today. In an era where college athletes are building brands, signing nil deals, and commanding massive social media followings, the distractions are greater than ever. Sanders has already become one of the most marketable athletes in college sports, But Brady's advice serves as a reminder that brand power means nothing if the on-field performance doesn't match. Now, let's examine what this could mean for Sanders' NFL future. As of now, mock drafts have him projected anywhere from the top 5 to the middle of the first round. Teams in desperate need of a quarterback, franchises like the New England Patriots, the Minnesota Vikings, and even the Las Vegas Raiders, are closely monitoring his progress. Scouts love his accuracy, pocket presence, and ability to extend plays, but they also know that he'll face a steep learning curve in the NFL. That's why Brady's advice carries so much weight. Former NFL players have also weighed in. Analysts on major sports networks have praised Brady's mentorship, calling it a game changer. One former quarterback noted that when Brady speaks, players listen, because his success wasn't built on hype, it was built on doing all the little things right, day in and day out. For Shedeur, that's the blueprint he'll need to follow if he wants to move from a college star to an NFL superstar. Meanwhile, Deion Sanders has been vocal about protecting his son from unnecessary pressure. Coach Prime has often said that Shedeur is built for this moment, and that critics underestimate his son's resilience. Still, even Deion knows that transitioning from college to the pros is a different challenge altogether. Having Brady provide mentorship not only helps Shedeur, but also reassures NFL teams that he's preparing with the right mindset. The story doesn't end here. If Sanders continues to shine at Colorado and enters the NFL draft, Brady's message will follow him into every interview, every workout, and every rookie minicamp. Teams will want to know whether he has internalized that advice, whether he can remain humble, hungry, and focused in a league where every opponent is stronger, faster, and smarter than anything he's faced in college. Looking at the broader picture, this mentorship reflects a growing trend of NFL legends guiding the next generation. We've seen Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and even Aaron Rodgers take younger quarterbacks under their wings. Brady mentoring Sanders is just the latest example of greatness being passed down. And for fans, it adds another layer of intrigue to Sanders' story. So what's next? Shedeur Sanders still has to finish his college career strong, prove himself against elite competition, and then showcase his skills in pre-draft evaluations. Brady's advice is a tool, not a guarantee. But if Sanders can take those words to heart, staying humble, staying focused, and proving himself every Sunday, he could be the next young quarterback to capture the NFL spotlight. In closing, Tom Brady's message to Shedeur Sanders is more than just words of encouragement. It's a roadmap, drawn from the experience of a man who climbed from obscurity to immortality. For Shedeur, the challenge is now clear: turn potential into production, hype into consistency, and opportunity into legacy. That's tonight's top story on NFL Trending. I'm Roger. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this developing story, along with all the latest news from around the league. Until next time, keep watching, keep analyzing, and as always, keep trending with the NFL.